and the only place where it is able to move is these holes. It seems completely impossible to remove the rope. What if I told you there was a way to remove it without cutting the rope? But the process is quite complicated. Do you know the solution? All you have to do is thread the rope up on the right side of the hole. Move the rope to the top again. Then pass the rest through the hole from top to bottom. Open the rope again and go around the wooden balls. Pull the rope down and the rope comes to the top. Then move the rope to the left side of the loop. Then pass the rope through the ring. Pass the rope through the hole again. Then go around the wooden balls. Pull the rope down and it will come to the right side of the post. Finally, move the rope downward. Then pull the rope down. The rope was removed. Do you like this puzzle? Can you remove the letter U from the spring? This is a classic puzzle from the 19th century. Your intuition will tell you that you can solve the puzzle by simply moving the U along the spring. But if you try it, you'll find that moving to the top U will be blocked. Even if you try your best, it is impossible to remove U. So what's the solution? The fact that the solution to the puzzle is not complicated, but usually we are misled by the surface. And you need a completely new way of thinking. Look closely. You will see that the middle of the spring is empty. Think about how to use it. All you have to do is thread the U into the middle of the spring, then rotate the spring counterclockwise. And when the U reaches the top of the spring, you can go over the middle post and come to the other side. Finally, we rotate the spring counterclockwise until U can be removed, so that the puzzle is solved. Did you like this puzzle? Can you remove this ring? This is an ancient puzzle that originated in 1860. If you try to move the ring, you will find that it is impossible to remove the ring, as the ring is blocked by two wooden blocks. You can also put the ring back in and try to remove the rope first. You'll find it blocked by a ball again. You can't move the ring upwards either. The ring is trapped in the middle of the two sections. It looks impossible to remove. What if I told you that there is a way to remove the ring without cutting the rope? Do you know how? All you have to do is put the wooden block inside the incision. Place the ball on top of the pillar and move the ring upwards. It will come to the side of the column. We pass the ring through the incision. The block is then returned and the ring is placed back on the post. You will find ropes intertwined around the loops. Once again, you need to pass the block through the incision, and the ball is placed on top of the post. When the ring moves upwards, it will come to the side. Finally, the ring is passed through the incision. It was removed. Did you like this puzzle? Can you put all the numbers from 0 to 9 in the frame? This is a classic puzzle that originated in 1980. Together, these numbers form a perfect grid. But there's a tricky part to it. We don't know the correct direction and placement of numbers. After a period of experimentation, there will be numbers that do not fit into the frame. There is a very important clue in it. 0 can only be combined with 1 and 7. But we don't know the right combination, and each number has many wrong permutations. You need to try again and again to find the right place. All we have to do is make a combination of 0 and 7 and place it in the bottom left corner. The only number that can be placed below is 1. Then 6 is placed above. The remaining space can only be placed 3 and then 9 here. 2 is placed above the 9. 8 placed in the upper right corner. 4 will not be adapted to this position, so only 5 can be placed here. The last space is just right to accommodate 4. The puzzle is solved. Did you like this puzzle? Can you use these 3 parts to form a symmetrical figure? This is a puzzle published in the 19th century. As you can see, the 3 parts are not the same, and there is no symmetry in 2 of them. You can combine all kinds of different shapes with 3 parts, but none of them look symmetrical. One of the tricky parts is that there are so many combinations of the 3 parts. But with only one right solution, you might spend hours trying to find the right direction. And then, this is not the most difficult. Not only do you need to put the pieces together in the right way, but you also need to recognize symmetry. Maybe you found the answer many times in the process of trying, but you can't see it. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that the correct answer is already in front of your eyes. Do you see the symmetry? If not, you might as well look at it from a different angle, and maybe the answer will be clearer. Did you like this puzzle? Can you fit 5 umbrellas into the frame? This is a puzzle that originated in the 20th century. As you can see, you can only fit 3 umbrellas with ease. How is it possible to put 5 umbrellas? Due to the special shape of the umbrella, even if each umbrella can fit the edge of the frame, no matter how it is placed, a lot of space will be wasted. Maybe you can find many ways to put in 4 umbrellas. But there wasn't enough room for one last umbrella. There will always be a solution to the puzzle, but there's a tricky part to it. We didn't know the right direction to place the umbrella, and only had one right solution. You need to try it for a long time. All you have to do is place the largest umbrella here. Then, place an umbrella underneath. The third piece is placed here. When you place the 4th block, you will find that it is not easy, and you need to adjust their position. The last umbrella is placed on the left side of the frame. Did you like this puzzle? Can you remove coins from the infinity labyrinth? This is a Mobius strip. You can start from any of the points, and you'll cross both sides of the maze, and eventually return to the starting point. To solve this puzzle, you need to take advantage of this feature. We circle the coin around Mobius, and the coin goes into the maze. There are many obstacles on the surface of the labyrinth, and the location of the barriers on the 2 faces is completely different. If you move the coin to the left, it will be blocked. We can try to move to the right, and although it looks like it will go well and get close to the exit, it will in fact be blocked. So what's the solution? Now that the coin is at the bottom of the maze, you can imagine it. If the coin moves along the edge, it will reach the top after making a circle around the Mobius belt. Next, let's move back. You'll have to move as far along the edges as you can, while also moving coins to avoid surface obstacles and find the right route. Until the coin moves to the gap, the beginning is also the end. Do you like this puzzle? Can you fit 5 liters into the frame? This is a classic puzzle that originated in 1939. Once you start experimenting, you'll soon realize that you can only easily fit 4 L's within a frame. You can try different permutations, but the result is still the same. Since the frame is not a perfect rectangle, each corner has a small staircase, which makes it difficult to make the most of the space. One of the tricky aspects is that we don't know the correct placement of the parts. And there are a lot of wrong combinations of the 5 parts, but there is only one correct solution to the puzzle. Do you know what to do? All you have to do is place the first block in the top left corner. And then here the second piece is placed. The third piece is placed here. Now think about how the last 2 pieces are placed. The fourth block is placed in the lower right corner. The rest of the space will fit perfectly into the 5th L. So the puzzle is solved. Did you like this puzzle? Can you put 4 wooden blocks in a box? This is a classic intelligence test from the 19th century. You can easily put all the pieces in the box, but this is not the solution, because you also need to make sure that the lid can be closed. This box is not a cube. You can only place blocks in a specific way. This made it impossible for us to make full use of the space in the box. If you use the usual placement method, no matter how you arrange the bricks, it is impossible to close the lid, unless you can find a way to save more space. So, what's the solution? All you have to do is place 2 L wood blocks at the bottom